Sure. My name is Sebastian Meyer and I'm responsible for the product management M3, M4 and our special models. At the moment we sell very successful the M3 CS, which was launched just some month ago. The M4 GTS, but it's sold out already. And now we came up with a new M3 CS. The M4 CS was launched very successful and we had some customers that were asking about an M3 with a kind of limited special model, and they wanted to combine the racetrack and also the daily use capability. Not that racetrack oriented like the GTS, and for that we tried our best to realize a CS model for the M3. And yeah, the M3 CS was the special model which came out now. We will start with the production in March, and the M3 ends up end of October. So for that we have a very limited production gap and are limited due to the production number. At the moment we plan with 1,200 units worldwide. Yes, and around 500 to 600 for the US. The M4 CS is also limited, but it's at the moment we plan with 2,400 units, so it's more or less double the volume. But we have a lot more time to sell and produce the car because the M4 CS runs until 2019. We didn't just copy the car, we have some differences. The M3 customers are more luxury oriented, so meaning that we didn't realize the Alcantara in the interior on the seats. In the M3 CS you will find full leather in bicolor, Silverstone black, which is exclusive here for this CS model. We have different blackline taillights on the rear, which is also at the moment exclusive for the M3 CS. We have a lot of lightweight material, which is basically taken over from the M4 CS or M4 GTS, but it's still modified, of course, because the geometry is not the same like on M4. We have a sedan and now the coupe. We have also a red start-stop button, which is exclusive for the M3 CS at the moment. The M4 CS saves at the end around 5 to 10 kilograms compared to the M4 coupe, because we took in a lot of standard equipment. The M3 CS is more or less also 30 to 40 kilograms lighter than the base M3, but also here we put a lot of standard equipment, for example the navigation system professional, Harman Kardon surround sound system. We have the double clutch automatic transmission standard, and therefore we get a lot of weight into the car. So at the end M3 and M3 CS are more or less the same. But we saved with the carbon fiber parts and lightweight materials around 30 to 40 kilograms.
Yeah, carbon fiber.
Yeah, great.
On it?
Yeah, it's taken over from the M4 GTS. We have also the air intake, and it's made completely out of carbon fiber, and is around 25% lighter than the normal engine bonnet. Yes, we have 460 horsepower now, so 10 horsepower more than compared to the competition model, which is still increased from 431 to 450. And also the torque is increased by 50 Newton meter, so we have 600 maximum torque at the moment with a CS model. Yeah, we had the possibility to really take it from the M4 CS to the M3. So you have 19-inch in the front, 20-inch on the rear, and we have the same lightweight alloy wheel in the DTM styling in Orbit Grey Matte. We have different weight between M3 and M4, and therefore our engineers needed to modify the suspension specifically. But in general, the suspension is based on the M3 with a competition package. The hardware is mostly the same. We just modified the software and also the vehicle control systems like DSC. We have the MDM mode, which is modified so that you can do mild drifts with the M3 CS on the racetrack, for example. So there is a huge difference, and the customer also can choose between the different driving modes. If you would like to go more sporty on the racetrack, then he just push the button to Sport or Sport Plus. And the M3 CS reaches the same time on the Nürburgring, 7 minutes 38, like the M4 CS. So both cars are really optimized for driving dynamics. M cars are very emotional. They have all a very specific sound, very specific emotional sound. Also our CS model, which got a specific and specific modified exhaust system with a very emotional sporty sound. We have, of course, the driving performance, which is unique for the M models, and it makes a lot of fun to drive with the M models on the racetrack on the one hand, and also on the daily use on the other hand. When we are talking about performance, the M3 CS is the fastest M3 we ever built, and therefore you can see that we really optimized the driving dynamics.